Hey guys, I chose a perfect setting today to talk about a very serious point, and that is xenoestrogens. I chose a dingy bar because some of the most important xenoestrogens are found in alcohol. So, a very important landmark book was written, The Estrogenic Diet, and it is an epidemic, I would say. As a Harvard-trained doctor, I will tell you it's an epidemic. What are the estrogens in our world, and what are the sources of estrogens in our world, and why are they bad, and how we can at least try to reverse or diminish this poisoning, this epidemic, which is called xenoestrogens. So industrial estrogens are called xenoestrogen, and there are hundreds of compounds, actually thousands of estrogens in our industrial works, which are poisoning our people, okay? Phytoestrogens are naturally occurring estrogens that occur in many plants. Can you go to the jungle and eat every single plant in the jungle? No, you'll die. Some of the plants are poisonous. Look at some of the mushrooms, for example. What is the problem with estrogens? So progesterone is your friend, testosterone is your friend. We need estrogen to, of course, create life, to make a beautiful woman from a little girl. However, it's like radiation. Radiation is very important. However, radiation will kill you. Radiation is important for energy, diagnostics. It's important for treatment. However, if you're not careful with radiation, it will kill you. Same is true for the estrogens. And so estrogens will make the estrogen producing part of your body bigger. For example, belly fat. So, and this is it's like a snowball rolling down a hill and causing an avalanche, catastrophic avalanche. So once the estrogen sensitive, estrogen producing part of your bodies, your belly, for example, big beer belly, becomes bigger, it starts to produce estrogen. So it's a vicious cycle. So a lot of the obesity we see in our society today are caused by rampant, omnipresent xenoestrogens and phytoestrogens, okay? So what is the problem with estrogens then? If a mom consumed a lot of these xenoestrogens and the little baby fetus, baby boy fetus, was exposed to estrogens, you'll have microcephaly, you'll have testicular cancer later in life. What is the problem with women being exposed to xenoestrogens? Breast cancer, obesity, syndrome X diseases, hypertension, heart disease, diabetes, lack of libido, all kinds of problems. So you guys, estrogens, bad, okay? So we need to reverse them. What are the simple home remedies for estrogens? All right, of course, the cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. They have indoles in them, I-N-D-O-L-E, which attack the estrogen production. Another great example is fruits. I eat so many oranges, I'm going to turn yellow. So oranges, apples, berries, they have flavonones, F-A-V-O-N-O-N-E, flavonones, which reverse the estrogen production, okay? How about, believe it or not, seasoning? Seasoning will reverse estrogen and because they're like coenzymes. How about nuts? Nuts are great because they have phytosterols, which make progesterone and testosterone, which reverse estrogen production. Organic milk and cheese, great, okay? Normally I'm against these things because they're full of estrogen, but if you get organic, it's great. Onions, and we know that onions and garlic will increase penis size. Why do you think that is? Because they have flavonoids, which also attack the estrogens, okay? So we need to reverse the estrogen attack on our population. It is rumored that starting in Los Angeles beaches, 100 miles into the sea, most fishes are female, just from the runoff, the estrogen poisoning in our society. Let's hit the xenoestrogens a little bit harder. Plastic bottles, maybe not this company, but many companies have softeners in the plastic, detergents in the plastic, which are bisphenol A, an estrogen. Okay, alcohol, hops is a phytoestrogen. That's why people have beer bellies. It's also very common in many creams. Paraben, if you see the word paraben, be careful. They're also common in sunblockers. If you don't wash the fruit, the pesticides, DDE, remember the DDT? It's also an estrogen. So those are some of the red dye number 3. Those are some examples of industrial xenoestrogens. Let's talk about some of the phytoestrogens. Soy is a poison. Soy is a poison. People who, studies have shown people who consume tofu become less intelligent. Hey guys, I just want to add a couple things. So the phytoestrogens are anything that comes from a pod. So peanuts, soy, cabbage, beans, they're all phytoestrogens, okay? And the xenoestrogens we already mentioned, plastic bottles, alcohol, beer, not all, sunblockers, many creams that have paraben in it, pesticides have them, so you have to wash the fruit really well, DDE for example, bisphenol A in the plastic bottles, maybe not this company, but many have it, okay? Remember, we reverse it with what? Nuts, because they have the phytosterols, which make progesterone and testosterone. This reverses the production of estrogen. Fruits, because they have the flavonoids. Condiments like oregano, thyme, rosemary, because they're coenzymes in the breaking down of estrogen. Avocado is very, very good. Because of flavonoids in it, and also exercise. Do not forget that exercise reverse the damage of the estrogen, reverse the estrogen. So we talked about nuts, fruits, seasoning. We talked about exercise. Omega-3, of course, reverses the damage of omega-6. Okay, so let's think of our health. And Dr. Rey, because I love you. That's it. Pretty simple.